There is nothing better than good leadership in the government or in the private sector. If you look at great companies like Apple and Microsoft, we know how they got there. Yes, they have cutting edge technology and great products, but they also have a great history of leadership in countries like Singapore, the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and other countries like the United States. It proves that leadership is key. And most of us want to be around places where leadership is strong. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it's strong. And one of the things that really is good about leadership are leaders who want to be accountable. Because if leaders are accountable for their mistakes, then those who are beneath them can also be accountable for their mistakes. I knew this one mentor of mine. He's now passed. His name was Samuel Graham. He's died for many years. He went to my church, and for many years he was a manager of a big grocery chain in Sacramento, California. And he taught me something about life that was important. He said, "Listen, I can't tell the employees to mop the floor if I'm not willing to mop the floor. If things need to be carried, I need to also carry them. Because how can I lead and not set example for leadership?" And when people get into leadership positions, they sometimes forget where they come from. They start doing things differently than when they were not the leader. And Tiffany Henyard, aka the city girl mayor, ever since 2021, she is the mayor of Dolton, Illinois. Or it was the mayor Riley H. Rogers, who served from 2013 to 2021. And guess what? When Riley Rogers was the mayor and not doing things the right way, guess who was on his butt? Our girl, Tiffany Henyard, the city girl mayor, the one who's spending like $7 million, right? She was the one that was holding him accountable. And I want you to see the example of what she was then than how she is now.
Why you just not sending us a package at 4:46? I got that today. So that's my other issue. So we didn't even have time to digest what it is you're stating here. But yeah, y'all throw it in front of us and get upset when we go against what you're saying, but we don't even know because we didn't read it. You just sent it to us. So why? We talked about all this. We're supposed to get better, but y'all study doing the same thing. Like, okay, trustees, we need y'all to vote on it now. Okay, we're gonna send it to y'all right before the board meeting. I know y'all didn't read it, but we need y'all to just vote yes. No, it don't work that way. Y'all supposed to give us stuff on Thursday so we can digest it, understand it, and come up with other options.
Never have a question. I tell y'all all the time, ask us. But y'all get here and we make the people stay here for hours. For what?
We just got the warrant list today at 2 o'clock, 2:30.
Okay.
2:30.
I see it's not gonna go nowhere.
So
what else?
Whoever's coming in, I hope Sam Brown, you hopefully you get the warrant list before 2:30, the day of the day of voting. You're supposed to get it Thursday last week. We got it today at 2:30.
Okay.
That's
Anything else, trustee?
Mayor, that is not what I just said to you. Stop deflecting. Listen to what I'm stating. I'm talking about why is it right now? Y'all giving it to us right now. Again, right before a board meeting when y'all knew you don't want to give a response. That's what I'm talking about with bad leadership. When you supposed to respond and say, trustee, I think we should raise it. I think we should not. I think we should go this route. You never give any opinion because you don't want to be held accountable for anything. I don't like that. So now you put it back on the board, but you never say what you think.
It's not on the packet, so for all of the information you guys hide from the board, it's not been transparent. So I still do not know it, and every time we ask questions about what's the deficit, what is the number, we get deflection, we get spin, and I know you love to do this, we get a dance. So I'm asking again, what's the for Ansel and Glean?
Trustee, you had opportunity to read the agenda, reach out, find out what the number is, and be prepared for your meeting. So for you to wait for me to give you the number, you should know.
Now that's interesting. When she's the trustee representing for the people, she can hold people accountable for not putting in the minutes or delivering things late. And guess what? When she's now the mayor and the trustees are right about her not responding to things, she cuts them off. She gets upset. And guess what? She's turned the village of Dolton into her own pretty much Muriel. Everything is about the super mayor. Everything is about her. All the photos of the village of Dolton is about her. Go to the Facebook. It's about her. It's not even about anybody else. It's about her. She wants a particular praise. Now I want to talk about this same lack of accountability since she's been mayor. Remember when, she spent all this money and this particular news reporter asked her about her spending in Las Vegas? Let's play that.
I do not handle anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas? What is that?
No comment.
You don't know if you were in Las Vegas?
Of course I do.
Were you?
It's not paid by them.
Did you fly first class to Las Vegas?
Any other questions?
Actually, yes. The credit card records do shed some light on tax dollars spent at several restaurants near the Strip, including Cafe Hollywood and Hot and Juicy Crawfish.
All right. Any other questions?
So you're not going to answer how taxpayer dollars are being spent? That seems odd.
I just answered it. What do you mean? I just answered your questions.
Uh-oh. All of a sudden, she don't want to answer those questions. You see, she wants to hold everybody else accountable, but she doesn't want to be accountable. That's very interesting. And do you know why? Because guess what? Because it's just like a lot of the folks in the black community. Want to know what happens? People in the black community, and I'm going to name some people, folks like Dr. Umar Johnson, they want to be leaders, but you don't want to put in the work of leadership. You don't want to be held accountable, but you want people to look at you as a leader. You don't want to do the work. You don't want to do what is required. And as a leader, want to know what you got to say sometimes? I am sorry. I dropped the ball. And guess what? Here's something else the mayor tried to do since it's Christmas time. She tried to spend $50,000 on a goddamn Christmas tree. Check this out.
At the Village of Dolton Tree lighting, Mayor Tiffany Henyard said this.
And that is a tree lighting. As you know, the Board of Trustees said no to this right here.
That's not the truth. This is what the board said no to. The mayor attempted to order a Christmas tree from Rent-A-Christmas in New Rochelle, New York for $50,285.19. The board refuses to allow this administration to spend the taxpayers' money irresponsibly when the last finance report in October shows the village has a $3.4 million deficit. We cannot afford irresponsible spending in Dolton. The residents deserve transparency without being misled by lies. Help us continue to fight for what is right in our community. Support your trustees.
All of it trash, unaccountable, doesn't want to do the work. And again, you'll do anything to get into office, but you don't want to serve the people while you're in the office. And now you got an attitude with people. You got just what you wanted. Now you want to spend all the people's money. And guess what? She ain't the only one that's like that. A lot of us is like that. We got to be honest. And it's something I even noticed about myself and my own business. I'm like, wait a minute. Let me stop being upset because somebody's holding me accountable. Are they right? Because I'm not going to get better. If I'm messing up and not doing the right thing, let me check myself. Let me say, you know what? I am doing the wrong thing and I'm sorry. I dropped the ball. I just didn't do what I was supposed to do. That don't make me a bad person. It just makes me like imperfect. And let me apologize to the people that basically, I'm pretty much doing the wrong thing by. It can be fixed because we're perfect, but no, I want people to only, praise me and don't say anything to have any criticism when I'm wrong. And I'm gonna tell you exactly who's going through that right now. P. Diddy. P. Diddy for years, I believe, didn't have anybody that could tell him anything. He leaned on to his own advice, his own understanding, and then it came tumbling down. Now he's there losing everything. He's losing employees. He's losing sponsorships. Nobody wants to work with him because why? Nobody could tell him anything. And guess what? This young woman is going down that same exact path. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate it for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.